Hey, what's up guys, this is Marl here, giving you my review of Boruto episode 13, The Demon Beast Appears. And on this episode we're finally going to see not only the beast fully formed or released in color, and the culprit behind the incidents and who the summoner is. And right about now, good 4 minutes into the episode, we get the confirmation who was the culprit. That was actually the class rep herself, Kake Sumeri, or Kake Sumeri. I may butcher her name, but we have to get it for what her full name is because mostly everyone calls her class rep. We don't even know her. She didn't even say her name was during the time when she was introduced. Everyone called her class rep, but now she finally have her name. Sumeri Kake, not Sumeri Kake, Kake Sumeri. And being that she is the culprit is shocked me because the class rep of all the people to be involved in this, or at least be the culprit, it was the class rep, Boruto's classmate, which just surprised me in every way. Being that someone so innocently, someone who's basically so shy, ends up being hopefully at least somewhat of the villain of the arc. And as for her motives, to explain that it was for revenge. Her father happens to be a member of the Foundation, but he did something completely despicable, or at least. Now, what I heard from what he did to her, he planted this. He made his own daughter, Kake, a vessel of Nu, N-U-E, the beast. He made her the vessel for it, and she has the power to control it at her own will. That in your hand, doing to a child, especially to your own daughter in your hand, was despicable enough because he did it for moments she did it for revenge, mostly towards against the Hidden Leaf Village. I think it's to carry out his will, at least his motives for revenge. On the scale of what he did to her, it's not as equal to what I'm pretty sure most anime fans out there would agree with. The fact the most despicable thing that parent ever did to a child was Tucker from Fullmetal Alchemist, the Fullmetal Alchemist franchise. What he did to the little girl and to her dog. Merging two people, using his own daughter using his own daughter and the family dog to create a human talking chimera. That in your hand phone, that was the most despicable thing that parent ever did. Everyone hated that character for what he did. And this little in your hand is really, in this case, not as little. In this case, it's not necessarily too despicable, but at least it's almost up there. And we don't exactly clearly know why he did it for the first place, and why she's carrying out his motives for revenge. All we know is the fact in this case, the fact that after the Fourth Great Ninja War, the Hidden Leaf Village was in ruins, or at least on the verge of being destroyed, during the events, or some point offset during the events of the Fourth Great Ninja War, or at least afterwards. And the motives and being the fact he was a member of the Foundation, we don't know how the Foundation was when Danzo was running it. Danzo will do despicable things in order to protect the Hidden Leaf Village. But Danzo was perceived as a villain of the series, as somewhat of an antagonical force, or at least somewhat of a villain in Naruto's film when he was introduced. A shady character with a shady background character. Now in this case, having the fact that a member of the Foundation was behind this, was a former. I'm not too sure if he's confirmed dead, or at least confirmed to be under custody. But I'm more in the line of that he's dead. But her to come out that she's the culprit, she's the one doing this, screams the fact that it really showed the fact that you cannot really exactly trust a person just by their looks. She seems sweet, innocent, and shy enough to a point where it's you can't even suspect her to be the culprit. But that was mostly as a facade. And using the fact that she was also a victim of the incident was enough to slide suspicion away from her to torture someone else. But that ultimately worked. It worked. She was the true culprit. She summoned the beast, and onto the beast itself, it looked completely. The body itself was like a giant lion. As for the tail, it was like a snake. Similarly to a Japanese mythology or legend where there is a lion body with a snake tail. or not, I think I'm referring to something with Greek mythology. I think I saw something like that in Greek mythology. But seeing the body seeing the body completely all in white, with some yellowness, was also show that this thing is going to be a terrifying monster. And the fact that the tails, once it bits you, it can easily take away your chakra. And also, before all that, we get to see Kakashi make his appearance in the Boruto, like, fully return. We see him in the movie, but he had a speaking line, and he didn't have a speaking line, but here he did. He wanted to enjoy his retirement in the hospital, but he wanted to do something more better. He looked forward into this whole thing with the ghost incidents. And he finds out some more information that turns out the fact that the person, her father, was the one responsible for doing this to her. And over the scenes where we get to see her with the mark on her back. She had like a bit of a symbol on her back, showing the fact that that's where the beast was. And like, there were some scenes in previous episodes where we get to see like leaf petals glowing and spreading out of the main diamond shape. It also has to see if that turns out that was a seal mark, or at least some sort of mark that her father implanted in her to release, or release the beast new. And she also has the ability to detonate when she also has the ability to detonate the beast whenever she wanted to when things get a little too hairy. That's a situation where it was covered in a huge barrier, it was tied on my kunais and with string, but it ultimately did a teleportation jutsu. It did some sort of teleportation, got out of the barrier, went to Kaneki, took her, and then Boruto jumped right in. I should also want to point out the fact that the moments between Boruto and Mitsuki. Mitsuki ultimately told Boruto he was the class rep who was the culprit. He automatically does not believe him. But he went to find, but when the beast started to attack, he went to investigate the situation. He actually he used Tensai, actually willing it to activate it on its own, and saw a chakra current going outside of the area, leading to the mountains, and he ultimately meets Mitsuki and Kaneki almost going into a fight. Boruto ultimately stops him towards the final moments of the fight, and when the beast comes up, takes her, Boruto jumps in right in. It turns out that Mitsuki is actually not given orders to kill the controller of the beast. So Mitsuki's been ordered to kill Kaneki, the class rep. Boruto wants to save both sides, basically the family, the village, his family, the village, and of course the class rep in some way. And he's transferred to an area we don't quite know just yet, and as it turns out, next episode we're going to see more of a backstory to at least behind Kaneki's childhood, or at least someone says, or like a flashback of her life when her mother died so young, and what her father did to her. And it's actually, what did he do to her in order to make her become the vessel of New. That was episode 13. I think we're very close to the ending of at least the Ghost Incident arc. I'll admit though, the fact that it was the class rep behind the culprit was pretty much surprising to me. I'm pretty sure everyone saw it was surprised at the fact that that character did this. But overall though, the episode was very enjoyable. I just want to see what comes next. So until the next week's episode, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, share with a friend, and I'll see you all next time. Laters.